All right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to Joe Rogan. Situation is crazy. I think this is regarding the lawsuit. Let's jump in.
Has reportedly entered into a $30 million lawsuit against a massive mainstream news outlet after MSNBC purposely doctored footage from his podcast to make it sound like Joe Rogan was endorsing Kamala Harris for president. First, we are going to show the full 2-minute clip of Joe Rogan and Michael Malice discussing Kamala Harris on his podcast, followed by the 60-second version edited and uploaded by MSNBC, broken down by Tulsi Gabbard.
The thing is, the gaslighting is what bothers me.
Well, it all bothers me. It all bothers me, the fragility of the human mind. You know, that so everybody forever was like, Kamala Harris is the worst vice president. She's the least popular vice president of all time. And then in a moment in time, all of a sudden she's our solution. She's our hero. Everybody's with her. All these social media posts about her. Try Googling a negative story on her. You won't find one.
So,
ta-da!
Okay, you've got me started, Officer Harris. They've been doing this live for years. So in 2019, our pal Tulsi absolutely nuked her in that second debate. And
Right.
if you looked at charts at the time, she's kind of, Officer Harris is like doing okay. First debate, she comes out, Joe Biden, you're a racist. The Democrats were looking for an alternative to Bernie Sanders that wasn't Biden. She starts going up in the polls, right? Second debate comes out, Tulsi, being a good Hawaiian, knows how to roast the pig, just completely slams her. Not only that, she has no counterpunch. She goes on Anderson Cooper and she's like, well, I'm a top tier candidate, so of course people are going to take shots at me. That's her answer. She immediately starts going down in the polls. It's that day. You can see it on the chart I have on my Twitter. All the articles at the time that did an autopsy on Kamala Harris's failed campaign didn't mention Tulsi once.
Yeah.
It was BBC, LA Times, Reuters, New Yorker. A guy from the Washington Post just did a piece looking back on her campaign, didn't mention Tulsi either.
Isn't that wild?
They completely...
That's crazy, man. Wow. That's insane. It just show you how evil these people are, man. Wow.
pretend it didn't happen.
Well, it just shows you that what they're looking for is not what they say they're looking for.
Yes.
Because she is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit, so she got to see people blown up by the war. She was a congresswoman for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want. All those things you want.
But
And yet you don't want her.
Because she's not for war.
Yes.
Because
Well,
she's
she's
not
also
mission.
just not willing to play ball. There's a game that's being played. And if you're like, hey, you're not supposed to fucking move the ball. Like, oh, look at this bitch over here. Like, get out of here. You're going to fuck up our game. It's not real democracy. It's controlled parties.
MSNBC was exposed
Wow. No moment he endorsed Kamala. So
today for yet another set of lies. They deceptively edited together this video of different Joe Rogan comments to make it appear that he was singing the praises of Kamala Harris.
She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. She is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit. So she was a congresswoman
they talking about Tulsi Gabbard. What?
for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want.
Wow.
She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. They just want no Trump, no matter what.
This is not at all of the truth of what Joe Rogan
Wow.
said. And I think MSNBC has since taken this post down. But what's really serious here is that not only does Joe Rogan deserve an apology, there's actually something far bigger at stake here. This is yet another example of how MSNBC is working hand in glove with the Democrat elite and the Kamala Harris campaign to try to spread lies, simply things that are not true.
Wow,
So what
cannot
this
believe
means
this.
is MSNBC is a for-profit corporation. They are helping Kamala Harris's election campaign, and what they are doing through their platform would qualify as an in-kind contribution to her campaign. It's worth a lot of money. The fact that they are doing this should require the Federal Elections Commission that manages campaign spending and campaign finance, require them to report this as an in-kind campaign contribution or to be punished for abusing their position in trying to use their platform that has nothing to do with journalism. It is purely a propaganda platform.
No, that's gonna require a lot of efforts, bro. I understand what you're saying, but that's gonna require a lot of movement. I don't know.
And that they are using this in order to try to help Kamala Harris get elected.
And this is not the first time Joe Rogan has been used as a propaganda tool by the mainstream news. Most people know about the famous example when CNN claimed Joe was taking horse dewormer and edited his Instagram video to make his skin look yellow and gross because he was able to quickly recover from COVID without the vaccine. This was another instance where Joe probably could have sued one of these news networks, but that time he chose to embarrass one of their anchors on his massive platform instead.
The rest of them are all lying about me taking horse medication. And we should talk about that.
That bothered you.
It should bother you too. They're lying at your network about people taking human drugs versus drugs from veterinary.
Calling it a horse dewormer is not a flattering thing. I get that.
It's a lie.
Oh, look at this guy. Ooh, this guy, man. You can tell he's part of the problem, man. You can literally tell when a person is very dishonest. Even his body language is very uncomfortable. He just crosses his arm, just bending a little bit forward.
It's a lie on a news network, and it's a lie that's a willing lie that they're conscious of. This is not a mistake.
Yeah.
They're unfavorably framing it as veterinary medicine.
Did you see that thing that the FDA put out?
What did the FDA put out?
It was a tweet, and it was snarky. I admit it. They said, "You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Stop taking this stuff," or something like that.
Why would you say that when you're talking about a drug that's been given out to billions and billions of people, a drug that was responsible for one of the inventors of it making the
Nobel
winning
Prize.
the Nobel Prize in 2015?
15, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
a drug that has been shown to stop viral replication in vitro. You know that, right? Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine, motherfucker. This is ridiculous. It's just a lie.
I don't think anyone is.
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? You know that they know that I took medicine, like here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got
This
it
is
with
right
you.
here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a
They cope. He's coping hard, huh?
problem that your news network
was not-
lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude.
What did they say?
They lied
What did
and
they
said
say?
I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
They
with
shouldn't have said
a
it was
bunch
horse.
of other
it was-
medications.
if you got a human pill, because there were people that were taking it, the veterinary medication, and you're not, obviously. You got it from a doctor, so that it shouldn't be called that. Ivermectin can be a very effective medication for parasitic disease, and as you say, it's probably, I think what, 250 million people have taken it around the world. I get
More.
that.
Way more.
So
Way more. Billions of people have taken it.
Can I just come back to the one I want to talk about? Two things I'm
You have
allowed
to.
to.
You have, before we get to
Yeah,
that,
see,
does it
he using the conversation technique. He just want to move the goalpost. It's not working. It's not
bother
working.
you that the news network you work for out and out lied, just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer?
They shouldn't have said that.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
You didn't ask? You didn't think that was you're the medical guy over there.
I didn't ask. I should have asked before
But they
coming
did
on
it
your
with
podcast.
such glee.
No,
Yes,
Joe.
they did. I watched.
You watched?
I watched.
You watched? No, I don't think there's
Yes, they
glee.
did.
No one takes.
Joe Rogan says he has COVID, taking livestock drug despite warnings. Yeah.
Jamie had to pull this up.
You want
huh?
to play it?
Does she
This
have
is your
glee?
news network.
I'm gonna watch.
Let's see.
I'm gonna watch.
Rogan telling his 13 million Instagram followers that he was treated with several drugs, and he included ivermectin on the list, a drug used for livestock that the FDA and the CDC warn against using to treat COVID.
Turns out I got COVID. Look, they put a yellow filter on me too.
The kitchen sink at all
They
kinds
did.
of meds. Monoclonal
You see the original
antibodies,
video versus that? I look like shit there.
Z-Pak.
Do you know that?
I think you look good.
Pause. It's enough.
That's insane, man. How that man? Ah, man. Huge propaganda machine, huh? These news network, huge propaganda machine.
Prednisone.
The point is, that's a lie.
It can be used for humans. I get it. I totally.
Not just could be used for humans, is often used for humans, along with all the other drugs I took. All human drugs.
Yes.
They know it's a human drug,
It's right. But
and they lied.
the thing.
It's defamatory.
It is. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
It's defamatory, right?
Well, I don't know if it's defamatory.
I bet it is.
Well, I'm not a lawyer.
It's a lie.
Well, see, here's the thing. You can have nuanced discussions about this.
No,
right?
you can't.
Yeah,
You can't have nuanced discussions about lying about someone taking horseshoe
There
armor.
was no glee, by the way.
I'm really not sure why they keep testing Joe Rogan. It's pretty clear at this point he is not going to let the mainstream media get away with blatant lies involving his name. But what was even their plan making this Joe Rogan Kamala Harris ping trip video that has him endorsing a candidate he's been openly disgusted with for years? It's just such a wild move by a news organization with 2 million TikTok followers to edit that and upload it, to say the least. Also, I know that people enjoy comedy as an escape from these kind of topics, so I just want to make it clear that during this election season, we're not going to get political, but I also think it makes sense to cover big stories that involve comedians. Plus, the mainstream news has been messing with Joe Rogan for years now, so winning this case would actually be some sweet justice. Almost as sweet as you pressing subscribe to this channel.
Wow, very, very interesting. I mean, these people, man. And I just don't get how in the hell. I think with the Harris polls going up, I cannot believe that's the case, man. The manufacturing the public's opinion. No way in hell, man. You have to be this dumb to even believe what's going on. I didn't know that. Wow, the way they edited that's almost a sin. That's almost a sin. Insane. Wow. They really took what he said about Tulsi Gabbard as a compliment and put it on Kamala Harris. Ha! Joe Rogan's gonna win, though. He's gonna win big time. Big time. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.